Oh, where does this mic go? Here. I tried to record... Oh, the camera's wonky. Never mind. I tried to record this earlier and effed it up. Terrible. Awful. Rushing between clients. Hi, it's Ben. Ben Davis, forever falling behind. This is Push-Pull Health. This is the Daily Rot. What I ask you to do at the Daily Rot, at Push-Pull Health, is embrace your rotten attitude towards exercise and nutrition. What else do I do? By giving the middle finger to your hideous exercise routine and restrictive diet in just 30 days. So what I was waffling on about earlier, so what I tried to talk about earlier was having a chip on your shoulder and how it's a good thing. I feel it can be a good thing, depending on how you harness. Let me just double check it's recording. Did that earlier as well. I tried to record the episode. Came out with some half decent stuff. Got into it a little bit and I hadn't pressed record. It's embarrassing. I know this is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But you can't press record. Yeah, I don't know. Is it self-sabotage? Probably. Do I not want to become famous? Do I not want the Daily Rot to be streaming into everyone's earlobes? Earlobes, yeah. Yeah, earlobes, eyeballs. Yeah, that's right. Long day. I don't know. But anyway, we're here. That's recording, I think. That's recording. Here we go. Chip on the shoulder. If you harness it correctly, I think it can be great. No issue with it. I'm just very conscious of, I've got blurring the lines here. I don't think that really makes sense, but I've just not blurring the lines between chip on the shoulder. Oh, people have wronged me. What I said earlier when I first tried to record this was, I don't think it's a problem taking various nappies to the face. Dirty, soiled nappies to the face. I don't think that's a problem. I think you need to take a fair few of those to the face. See how it feels. See what it tastes like. Learn from it. Build some resilience. I think taking enough soiled nappies to the face builds character. If anything, can I recommend going out and seeking soiled nappies? You know what I'm getting at with the soiled nappies. Just to clarify. But I'm very conscious of not blurring the lines between having a bit of a chip on your shoulder and not starting to, even if it's subconsciously, start to hope people fail. Every time that I even comprehend, I even entertain the idea of that, you have to reel yourself back in. Reel yourself back in. You have to. It's too easy. It's too easy to deep down look at someone else doing something. And it's not even, for me, it's not even looking at other people being successful. Most people that I look at in the area doing personal training, that have been doing it a lot longer than me, that have got a business online, at the moment, and this isn't to sound like a dick, most of the people I look at in the area and a lot of coaches online, I can't help but just think, Christ, if they're doing it and they're achieving success, other than they've just put more time, they've got more skin in the game. Well, not skin in the game, but they've just got more time. They've been doing it a lot longer than I have. If they're doing it and they've built something that looks, on the face of it, reasonably successful, dear God, it's not that I'm better than them, but I have something to offer. If they've achieved a level of success, yeah, so can I. Can I bring something slightly different to the table? Have I received enough nappies to the face, soiled nappies to the face, to persevere? Yeah, I think so. I think this just stemmed from, I don't know, it's Monday. This might not be going out on Monday, but it's just the start of the week. You have to be pretty tough in life. You have to take, I keep going back to the nappies, but I'm not sure where this really stems from, really. We'll try and get some health-related fitness stuff in. We will try and link it back in, we will. But I don't know, I think I've had clients and people inquire, and you have people that come and go in your life, and you might see from the outside what they're up to, and I don't know. it might bother you a little bit. Probably more for me when it comes to ex-clients or people that have inquired. There's lots to this subject about the whole sword nappies. There is. There is lots to unpack there, but I think what we do, I'm tired. Long day. I think what we'll do is we'll leave it there. We'll leave the sword nappies there for now. And we'll unpack this a bit further at a later date. Hey, it's the daily rot. The daily-ish rot. We'll get back to it. I'll make a note to get back to it. But just for me personally, again, narcissistic ramblings, but hopefully the narcissistic ramblings people can relate in some capacity. I think for me, I'm just very conscious of seeing what other people are doing, seeing people that I know doing certain things that I could have helped out with. Now, maybe this is it, yeah. I won't really get too much into it, but my ideas that I had that you see other people doing or just because they're slightly ahead of me or they've got a bit more backing and they're doing something and it's just not very good. It's not very good. It's just middle of the road, just doing it. Oh, should we do this? Yeah, this looks okay. I thought we could have done something a bit better, actually. Finishing off on the nappy stuff, I think you've got to be able to take a pummeling, anally, potentially, and just keep coming back every day. If you're running a small business, for example, or anything in life, everyone's taking a pummeling in all the holes. I just probably cut that bit out. I can't quite articulate what I'm trying to say. We'll get there with these. There has to just be this stream of consciousness, doesn't it, with these vlogs or whatever they are, that some of it just doesn't make sense, or some of it based on the time of day, based on not really having notes properly out other than just like a sentence and you just try and make sense of it. That's why you do these every day, because you can turn the camera on. For me personally, I can just come out with some stuff. Some of it's coherent. Actually, there's something there. You need to maybe unpack that a bit more, but you're trying to keep these short and concise to give you a shot to edit them. I'm talking in the third person here. To give me a shot to edit them and get them out. So there's certain things there when I eventually ever watch this, if I do ever watch this back, I'll try and unpack them a bit more. Because maybe there's some stuff there that's worth talking about a bit more. Maybe there's a reason as to why I've touched upon that, and I can give you a bit more detail. God forbid also link it into health and fitness. That's what you're here for, isn't it, maybe? Yeah, the narcissistic ramblings, but they need to be useful. You've got to create 100 of these. Like 100 podcasts, 100 videos. You got to make 100 of something. You got to do something 100 times, I feel, on average, to start feeling confident. Maybe I am getting a bit better with this. Maybe this is, maybe I can do this for the long term. That actually links in. I've got something to do with motivation. Yeah, people pass the blame easy. I think that's true. I think people that are overweight and are lacking motivation, it's very easy to pass the blame. I know for a fact with clients, mostly ex-clients now, I've not really ever had too many issues with clients directly blaming me if they've failed to reach their target weight or their goals, or it's mostly weight related, any goals they may have had. I've been pretty quite lucky really, where on the surface they've, to my face, have said, I take responsibility. I've not tracked properly. I've not listened to what you've advised. I've not done this, I've not done that. But I know deep down that they're seething, that they leave and they almost feel like I've let them down, or if they leave because they can't afford it anymore, that I've almost abandoned them. This is quite obvious, but passing the blame, that's yeah. When it comes to being overweight, when it comes to your health, it's very easy to pass the blame. Sitting around waiting for motivation to kick in. What if it never does? Then what do you do? Treat yourself better. We don't treat ourselves very well. We're our own worst critic. There's the Matthew McConaughey thing. What is it? When he wins his Oscar and he's talking about you in 10 years. What does he say? I should probably have seen the speech. Compare yourself to yourself. compared to, hey, you in 10 years. Think about that. I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. He was just talking about, just don't look in the mirror. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Don't look around. Just keep stay in your bubble. Yeah, okay. And then the whole thing about treat yourself like you would if you were talking to a friend. Yeah, but maybe your friend needs to be talked to properly. Maybe why your friend is overweight and not achieving anything and is still looking for motivation, maybe he needs a bit of a kick up the arse. Not just, oh, well, keep going, you can do it. What can I do to help? How long do you wait? The advice is sound, I get it, of course. Everyone should be nice to themselves. We're our own worst critic, yeah, that's standard stuff, but is that not just another excuse to give ourselves a break? Oh, well, you haven't been to the gym this month. Give yourself a break, you're very busy. You're lacking motivation. Talk to yourself like you would a friend. If your friend came through the door and he was miserable and he wasn't exercising and he was eating junk all the time and he hated his wife or she hated her husband and they were just whinging. Oh, what did you try? Yeah, I did. I inquired. I walked past the gym once and I just couldn't get in there. Oh, okay. I did try and eat healthily for like 2 hours. It's tough. I'm not motivated. Oh, well, you can try again next year. Well, it is July. Yeah. It's July now, isn't it? Summer's almost over. Christmas soon. Try again next year. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, all right. Thanks. I needed that. I needed that pick me up. What are they saying in the mirror? Are they doing an extreme McConaughey? Compare yourself to you in 10 years, but don't worry if you're exactly the same. I don't think he said that, did he? I don't know. I think it was very much make sure you're improving, because 10 years from now, what's he going to say? What's she going to say? So don't drop the ball. If you're lacking motivation, we need to find it. We need to turn that motivation into some form of discipline, something that you can stomach for the long term, not just 30 days, for the long term. How are we going to do that? Oh, yeah, don't know. Good point. Anyway, that's enough. There's some stuff there. There's some stuff there. Things that we might touch upon again, potentially. Flesh out somewhat. It's blurring the lines. I'm not wishing ill on people. I'm not wishing for people to fail. I don't need to. I don't think I need to. I think if I keep doing what I'm doing, the world will carry some of the weight. That's what you can hope for. I guess ultimately, what you hope is that the world will carry some of the weight for you. You have to increase the level of what showing up means, though, don't you? If you keep showing up, right? Okay. If you keep what, brushing your teeth. If you keep getting out of bed. If you keep going to work. Okay, yeah, that's all a form of showing up, I suppose, for yourself. Looking after yourself. Going to work. Paying your bills. But that showing up has to start increasing. You have to start doing more and more, bit by bit. Keep showing up to more and more things. You have to keep showing up to more and more things consistently. Hey, I'm biased. You need to look after yourself. You need to just stop starting again tomorrow. We're all trying to show up. We're all trying to show up for something. And there's plenty more things that I need to start showing up for. I'm showing up enough to some stuff, and others I've not shown up once. I think ultimately, if you keep doing a McConaughey, if you keep trying to make progress, if you keep showing up to a degree, but you continue to show up, but try and show up to more things, you hope the world will carry a little bit of the weight. The world's not out to get you. The world's not out to help you. But if you keep doing the right things, and most you know what the right things are, you just haven't found a way to do them and to show up for them. You just haven't found a way to do them consistently and show up to them more often than not. Keep that chip on your shoulder. Be willing to take a good amount of used nappies or diapers. It's American, isn't it? For my American viewers and listeners out there, diapers. Be willing to take copious amounts of used diapers and nappies to the face and keep moving. But be honest with yourself. If you're looking at someone, friend or foe, and you're like, all you can do when it comes to looking at what everyone else is doing, don't compare yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy in all this, but just look at someone and think, I could probably do a bit of that. I need to do a bit of that. I need to try and do that. I need to start doing that. And in private, if you look at what someone else is doing, someone else that you might be friends with, a former client, a former friend, a former work colleague, and they're doing something, you think, I don't hope you fail. I could just do better. The thing is, if you're getting rolled up by what someone else is doing or by someone else's success, maybe you need to do something about that. Maybe you haven't taken enough nappies to the face yet. Go out and seek the nappies. Wow, that was a ramble and a half. Jesus. There was maybe some stuff there, but that was rough. Not looking forward to editing that. Jesus Christ. Ben Davis, we showed up. I showed up. We showed up. Guys, we showed up. Everyone who's listening, who's watching this, Christ, we showed up. That's something. We showed up at least one more time. Is that progress? Potentially. Ben Davis, forever falling behind. Push for health. Embrace your rotten attitude to exercise and nutrition. There's something a little bit different here. Hopefully you agree. Hopefully this is a little bit different. This is something that drifts away from the norm of your conventional personal trainer or online coach or anything for that matter. That'll do. Thank you.